Welcome back. Piggyback from the last message I want to present to you guys, right, is the things that I have gone through at a young age, the challenges, everything that fell in line with growing up, right, at a young age, being a child, someone who doesn't know anything, right, and growing to learning more to life. Knowing that my father wasn't there, he wasn't much of a leader, the guidance wasn't there. So I want to tell you guys how important it is to have that leadership role, that role model in your household. And it mainly falls on the father, or the masculine role in the household. Growing up, we have someone to look up to, and if they're unable to take on that responsibility, which is to be a leader, to guide you, to communicate to you, the little things in life that you need to know, so you have a better understanding of what it is life is presenting. A lot of knowledge and wisdom to consume, but in the long run, it's going to help you grow to being the man you are, the woman that you are. Not having this role model, it can create things in your life that you're left missing. It's gonna create lack of confidence, lack of a drive to, get you working. It's gonna create laziness. It's gonna create aggression, depression. It can create confusion. So all of these things were built from that childhood to adulthood. You're just so lost in trying to figure out life. Like, what is it that I need to know? What is it that I need to do? And you're in school and creating chaos, getting in trouble, always in places that you're not supposed to be. And it also creates you to seek validation from other people to create unhealthy relationships. Find yourself doing things that you would never have thought you're doing. It could be drugs. It could be things that are unhealthy for you. The only thing that can create us from jumping into these unhealthy habits, relationships, is if we have someone to hold our hand and say, hey, listen, I do not want you doing this because of these reasons, right? But they also have to play that role as well. They can't be the person that says, I don't want you doing this, but also doing it as well. That is a bad role model. Growing up in my household, I didn't have a role model. I didn't have someone to say, hey, listen, I need you to focus on this, I need you to do this, and I need you to do that. And these are the reasons why I need you to do it. My father wasn't a drinker. He's not a smoker. He wasn't around people that were negative, or around people that were out in the streets doing things that they shouldn't be doing, creating crime, right? So he had this advantage that he had was he didn't know how to communicate. And I want to tell you guys that communication, just like I told you in my last video, is key. And if you're unable to communicate, leave you to figure it out on your own. I mean, just like when you're going to work, you have your boss. Your boss is telling you, hey, listen, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. Hey, listen, on this day, do this, right? Or, hey, listen, I had gotten some information and I need you to work on this, I need you to work on that. But the way he conveys it, the way he sends the message for you to receive it is what's important. There's multiple ways you could send the message out. You could be aggressive, very soft in the way you speak. And that can create this confusion in your head. Oh, he's not my boss, or Who is he talking to, right? I just want to speak to you guys because I've been through it. I was just in the wrong places, seeking validation from the wrong people, doing the wrong things, creating crime. That was me. That was me. Reason why that was me is because I didn't have that leadership role. I didn't have that role model that I needed in my life. So I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. I ended up hanging around with the wrong crowd, thinking, oh yeah, these are my friends. These are the people that I want to be surrounded with. They weren't doing anything for themselves. They were just smoking all day long, partying, drinking. They weren't doing anything to help me grow and be a much better man. Everything that we were doing, it was basically driving me from growing. That's why they say you are who you hang with. And it's within those lines. But that's why it's very important for you to pay attention to the environment that you're in, because it has an impact to who you are and who you're going to become. And I thought it was cool, hanging around with these guys. I'm like, oh, hey, I'm with the cool kids, And sure enough, I was definitely with the cool kids in prison. Yeah, I said it, prison. I spent 6 years in prison. Do you think I wanted to do that? No. But it was the decision making that caused that led to that. Could I prevent it? Absolutely. Just like any other kid that didn't go to prison. And in this time frame of being in solitary confinement, I learned so much about myself. So much about myself that it made me go into my childhood, into who I was on the inside. To nitpick all the things that created who I was. I just want to tell you that you have the ability to be better than who you were. And I truly want to sit with you guys and speak to you guys and tell you my experience in prison. But I also wanted to let you guys know that you weren't able to create the beginning of your life. But I assure you that you can create on how it ends. Real and still. Stay tuned.